everyone, I'm back. So I am gonna make a second video just so that people can still be aware of what's going on, in case the other video you didn't quite understand me because I was a little bit too sick. But so explain the U visa. U visa is when an undocumented person is involved in a crime caused by a U.S. citizen, meaning that my husband Martín Soto was involved in a crime by Geo Group, because Geo Group is a for-profit private center that they paid their detainees $1 a day or even no pay at all, so that they can clean the facility, cook for the facility, do laundry for the facility, etc. Jobs in general. That was an illegal way that Geo Group made it so that detainees could have a quote-unquote job. So now I need your help in getting the New Jersey Attorney General to sign off on my husband's U visa that has been sitting on her desk for the past month. Please help me by calling the number below, and these are the steps that I'm going to show you so that you are also able to email in case you actually want to do calling and emailing. So I'm gonna show it right down here. So you're gonna see that, if you scan this, QR code, it's gonna take you to the actual page. Then, with that being said, you just have to, fill out your information. Then when you're on the last page, like on the last one, you're gonna see that you can fill out, for the subject, you're gonna fill out Martín Soto's U visa application. Then you're gonna write this script. You can change it up a little bit if you want, but this is kind of like a little bit how it's supposed to be. So explaining why we're trying to get the U visa signed. Because once the U visa is signed by the Attorney General, Jennifer Davenport, then our attorney can have the U visa that is signed to emailed or sent to the federal judge, Jamal Semper, who is handling the Geo Group case in Delaney Hall. So once he receives the signed U visa application, he can grant release. The reason why he's not granting release for anybody, it's because he is handling the Geo Group case. Meaning, until that case is settled, there is no possible way of anybody getting released or deported from habeas or any other application that has been sent to him. Every case of his has been paused until the Geo Group case is settled. So if you don't know my husband's story and this is the first time you're hearing about it, or you don't know about me, please watch this video.
Gabriela, our deepest condolences to you and to your husband, Martín, being held by Core Civic in New Jersey. Geo Group runs Delaney Hall. I just want to tell our stations we're not going to break for the second break, which we always do, but it is very difficult to break for the show right now.
Yo peleando afuera, dos almas separadas, pero la fe no se quiebra. No nos dejan vernos, pero sigo de pie, hablando con Dios pa' no dejarte caer. Y aunque no la estamos pasando bien, nuestro amor sigue vivo también, contra todo lo que ven.
I have his wife here to talk a little bit about his current condition and what we need most from you right now.
Hi everyone, my name is Gabriela Soto. My husband is Martín Soto.
Gabriela Soto into the conversation. She's the wife of Martín Soto, who was detained at Delaney Hall starting in February and transferred in May to the Elizabeth Detention Center after helping organize a hunger strike in Delaney. Gabriela, how is your husband doing and how are you doing?
It's really painful because my husband, when he was transferred out, he was transferred and he was put into solitary in the Elizabeth Detention Center run by Core Civic. And it's almost 3 months that he has been detained in solitary. And within that time frame, not only is his mental state just broken? But I had to give him the news that I had lost my pregnancy while him in solitary. That's not something that I even knew how to handle. I am still grieving because there's just no words to even describe how corrupted the system is. And I don't have any words to say.
Gabriela, our deepest condolences on your miscarriage. What are you calling for right now?
I am calling on the closure of Delaney Hall and the Elizabeth Detention Center. I want the freedom for every single person in there. That's the only thing I started to fight about. At first, I was fighting for my husband, but then I started to meet all of these people who are just innocent, and they are the people that make this country great. They are the people that build the roads that we drive, we walk, the houses we live in, and we're tearing them apart, and it's not fair. It's the system that is so corrupted that they don't even have they act like they don't even have a heart on what is going on. They can't even take responsibility for their own actions. My pregnancy lost as an ICE murder, but to me it is, because I started with my husband in detention pregnant, and I'm gonna live this for the rest of my life. And I was holding off to know the gender of the baby, and I found out the gender of the baby the day I was gonna lose her. We didn't pick out a name. We didn't pick out anything. And in less than 5 hours, she was gone. To me, this is an ICE murder too, because if he wasn't detained, or if they took responsibility, then I would still be pregnant, and I would be ready to give birth in a little bit less than a month.